Hi, have you seen my new cartoon? In this video I want to share with you how I was creating this cartoon. I started drawing this cartoon in March of this year, and since I was also working on two art challenges, Plain April and Mermaid, this cartoon took longer than I expected. I started from rough sketches in my sketchbook where I was trying to come up with the design of the characters. Here you can see parrots. These are two main characters. After my first sketches, I started drawing them in Procreate. Two parrots are Brabant parrot. This is why they have similar color palette. Also, you can see two other characters. This is a little girl, Natasha, and the pirate, Nathan. Both of these characters are based on me. The little girl is me when I was a kid, and the pirate Nathan is me if I was trying to imagine what I would be like if I would be a pirate. Also, you can see one of my notebook with dialogues of characters. Here my first attempt to create storyboard. And here you can see small sketchbook where I was drawing more sketches of the main characters, trying to memorize how to draw them. After that, I started making storyboards. I drew them in Procreate again. I have 3 storyboards. So yeah, that was my planning before I started the animation. So yeah, this was a preparation for animation itself, and when I prepared everything, I started drawing in Procreate Dreams too. I'll show you again my usual process of sketch it, then line art, and the colored version. Plus you will see the footage of how I'm creating this animation in Procreate Dreams. This first video of how I'm creating this cartoon. The second video I'll record later. I think I'll record it in a few days. And this is gonna be a part 2, because otherwise this video would be very long and I have a lot of footage. So yeah, I talked about the drawing part of this cartoon, and now I want to talk about the idea for this cartoon. I hope this cartoon would be relatable for anyone who has roommates, and by roommates I don't mean your friends or your, I don't know, romantic partner. I'm talking about when you live, for example, in a college dorm or in a hostel, and you start being roommates with a stranger and you don't know this person yet, and there are two worlds collide, or how do I call it? This is what this cartoon is about. And I want to note that the main character, bad parrot, is not based on anyone from real life. This parrot is Frankenstein monster. I took many different personality traits from different people, and I was choosing annoying parts of different people, and I combined all of them into one person, and I created this, the annoying roommate, the annoying parrot. So I don't want you to think that this is based on anyone specifically. No, fortunately I don't know this type of people that I created in this cartoon. So the main plot for inspiration for this cartoon was not human. The big chunks of personality I took from my parrots that used to live with me many years ago. Their names were Shika and Chanti. This is two budgie birds. One is white, his name is Shika, and the other one is blue colors. His name is Chanti. So the main bad parrot is heavily inspired by the Chanti. This parrot was, well, Shika and Chanti were very contrasting parrots in terms of personality, and I want to talk about it. Shika was very calm. He didn't leave mess around them. He was he carefully preening his feathers. When he was eating, there was not much how do I say it, much garbage after he was eating. But the other parrot, Chanti, was the opposite. He was loud. When he was preening his feathers, feathers were flying all around the cages. When he was eating, the food was everywhere. He was the most messy bird that I've ever seen. I've never seen birds like that. I always thought that birds are not so messy, but this was before I met Chanti, and this bird changed my opinion. And their dynamic between these parrots was that Chanti absolutely loved Shika, and he was very needy and wanted to spend all the time with Shika, while Shika was tolerating this bird. And but in the cartoon, I changed the dynamic. I made this that these two birds were very different, the polar opposites, but also they didn't like each other very much. This was my huge inspiration, but also, as I said before, I took many personality traits also from real people and created these characters. I don't want anyone to think that these characters based on someone specifically. And also, I don't want people to think that main character parrot is based on me, because yes, the good parrot has many qualities, I guess, that I have, but this is accidental. This is not what I was trying to portray. And both of these parrots have, or both of the good and bad parrot have the personality trait that I don't have. They both love attention. They love being the center of attention. They are like these theater kids, if you will. I'm someone who, I love attention too sometimes. Because, well, I'm recording videos and posting this on YouTube, so of course I have this, but not to this extent. I personally love when people pay attention to my drawings and animations more than to me as a human being or as a person. But when I was creating these parrots, I wanted to show that their main personality traits, both of them, is love to be in the center of attention. So yeah, this. But the good parrot loves to receive attention using healthy methods. He is main actor in this show, where he performs tricks. But the bad parrot doing everything to receive attention, like he crossing boundaries of the other parrot and doing all of that. So these two birds are similar, but also the opposite. That was my idea. But the two characters that are based on me is little girl Natasha. Well, this is obviously me. This is me as a kid. I even drew the clothes that I was wearing when I was around 5-7 years old. And also Pirate Nathan is also based on me. Now, I wanted to imagine what it's like to be a pirate, and since there is a myth that pirate didn't like when there were women on the ship because this was causing troubles or something. I know that this is not true, but I decided to have this myth in my cartoon too. So this is why I became a man pirate. Plus, I was very curious what I would be like if I would be a cool man pirate. And of course, I know that if I would be a character in a movie or cartoon where I would be a pirate and he would be based on me, he wouldn't be very brave. He would be probably coward because, well, that's who I am. But in this cartoon, I wanted to create this perfect image, like what I would be like if I would be like I wanted to be, like he's brave and blah blah. So yeah, I mean, this is cartoon. I can be anything in a cartoon. If I want to be a cool pirate, I will be a cool pirate. So yeah, that's why imagination exists, like, so we can imagine things, right? By the way, the video that you see here of I had 30 hours, 13 minutes and 31 seconds of footage. So yeah, there is a lot, and I sped up this process, of course. The second part of this process of creating also would be in the second video, because there is a lot of footage. As I said before, I started this animation in the end of March. Started drawing, and also I was participating in Plan April and Mermaid, so I cannot say that all day, every day I was drawing only animation. No, I also drew 61 drawings for art challenges this time, so this also took a little time. I would spend around from 4 to 6, sometimes more hours a day drawing. Well, of course, some days I would spend less hours, the others I would draw for many hours. Yeah, that's how I was creating the animation. In the other part of the animation, in the second video, I'll show you how I was creating backgrounds. I was drawing them in Photoshop from Generation. Also, I'll add the video with my attempts at voiceover, how I was making voiceovers of these characters. So this would be interesting probably for you to watch. So stay tuned for the second video. That's the whole journey process of creating. I hope you enjoyed this video and liked my animation. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in next videos. Bye.